tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Darnold going to throw right away. Flush to his right. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is this happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Lance. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish it not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And they'll go for it. Lance out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him. Taken
at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure,
back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Gets around him. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 22 yards. And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 8-8 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Darnold. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have taken the lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at it, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance now to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And some room to work. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Steal! Catch steal!
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Gold with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Darnold. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll buy some time right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, go Fury.
And they'll go for it. Lance. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Throwing now is Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Lance looking to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Lance and company going on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the 49ers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now goal for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Darnold to throw, and they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 2-point game.